In this movie, I'll show you how to expand and collapse panels, as well as how to update a workspace. Now, so far we've been working with vertical panels that exist over here on the right-hand side of the screen, but not every panel works that way. Notice if I go up to the window menu, I can choose the options command in order to hide the horizontal options panel up here at the top of the screen. If I ever want to bring it back, all I have to do is return to the window menu and once again choose the options command. The same goes for the vertical toolbox, by the way. If you go to the window menu and choose tools, you'll hide the toolbox. If you return to the window menu and choose tools once again, you'll bring it back. You also have the option of dragging this little scrubby item up here above the move tool, in which case you can move the toolbox to a different location, making it either free floating as I've done here, or locking it to the right-hand side of the screen instead. And if you're really short on screen space, you can click on this double arrow icon right here in order to switch from a single column to a double column toolbox. I didn't really want to do either of those things, however, so I'll go ahead and collapse that panel to the single column toolbox, and I'll drag that scrubby top back to the left-hand side of the screen. What I do want to do is bring up another horizontal panel. And to make that happen, I'll go to the window menu and choose the timeline command. And that's going to position the timeline panel at the bottom of the screen. Now, this panel allows you to animate inside of Photoshop, so you can create animated GIF files, for example. It also allows you to edit video, which is something that's frequently handy. However, I don't want this panel taking up this much room on a regular basis. And so to collapse the panel, all you have to do is double-click on the Timeline tab, and that'll collapse it down to the tab and nothing more. After which point, if you want to expand it again, all you have to do is click on the tab a single time. That works with these right side panels as well. So for example, I could collapse the color panel by double-clicking on its tab, and then if I want to expand that panel, I will click a single time. For my part, however, I want to collapse the timeline panel, so I'll go ahead and double-click on its tab. And now let's say I want to update my workspace. In that case, click on this icon in the top right corner of the screen, and notice there is no update command. Instead, what you do is you choose the new workspace command, and then just go ahead and give this workspace the same name you did before, 1-on-1, and click on the Save button, after which point Photoshop will ask you if you really want to replace the existing workspace, then click on the Yes button in order to make it so. And now to make sure everything's working, just go ahead and click on that icon again and choose a different workspace, such as photography this time around, which will give you a new set of panels. And then click on that icon again and choose 1-on-1, after which point you should see all the panels in place, including the timeline panel down here at the bottom of the screen. And then finally, notice after adjusting these panels that the image is not quite centered inside the document window. If you want to center it, then just press Ctrl-0 or Command-0 on the Mac to fit the image on screen, and then press Ctrl+ or Command+ in order to zoom slightly in. And that is how you expand and collapse panels, as well as update a workspace here inside Photoshop.